the tempestuous surface. Captain John Nathan Duggan was standing on the cramped bridge, embedded deep within the 520-meter length of the Vincent-class warship. Gunners was the nickname given to them by their crew. They were an ancient design, yet modular and easy to patch in new technology, which was enough to keep hundreds of these workhorses still in service. There was something glorious about serving on ships like this, and their crews had the shortest expected lifespan of anyone in the Space Corps. It either made them proud enough to fight like demons, or they tried to get a placement elsewhere. Many grew to love working on the gunners, and if they'd been offered a transfer to a Hadron class, they'd turn the chance down. There was something about fighting on the edge that appealed to certain people, and they'd never want to serve elsewhere. There were no windows on the bridge. A single long screen against the bulkhead projected a 360-degree view of everything around the vessel, whilst displays and readouts flashed with continuously updated status reports. There was only just about room for 4 people, with the cracked leather seats giving no illusion of comfort. An ancient design flaw, never fixed on subsequent revisions of the Vincent class, meant that the air conditioning wasn't strong enough to keep the bridge at anything like an acceptable temperature. It was hot, and the air carried tangy odors of oil, grease, and electricity. Duggan wiped the sweat from his forehead with the back of his hand. He was angry, furious almost, that the gassed ship had evaded them for so long. What the hell do they think they're playing at? He asked, not for the first time. He wasn't expecting an answer and got none. Anything on the FARs? He asked. No ping. Not even an echo of a ping, replied Second Lieutenant Frank Cheener. He had his face glued to a bank of glowing green screens in front of him. To Cheener's left and right, the ship's sensors spilled out page after page of readouts. Sometimes a trained comms man could spot an anomaly to indicate the presence of something too subtle to register on the screens. Cheener took another shaky gulp from his high-stem drink can. "They still outgun us, Captain," said Commander Lucy McGlashan. "And we have no idea how long their distress beacon was sending before we destroyed it." Duggan growled. He knew he was being stupid and stubborn. They'd caught the gas ship unawares, and Duggan had decided to take a shot at it. The Detriment had 2 batteries of the latest Lambda missiles, one of which had evaded the enemy ship's fuel cannons and torn a vast hole in her engines. With the gassed ship drifting, Duggan thought he'd scored a win. Then, without warning, it had happened. Everything on the Detriment had gone dead. Stone cold dead. Every light and every screen winked out of existence, as if a mysterious hand had pressed a central power button. They'd been lucky that the gassed ship's momentum had carried it out of weapons range. After exactly 1 minute, everything had come back online, as if nothing had ever been wrong. The crew had checked the error logs, but as far as the ship's compact mainframe was concerned, nothing whatsoever had happened. By the time the sublight engines had fired up again, the gassed ship had dropped into the gas giant's orbit and used the iron and silicate atmosphere to hide itself from the Detriment's sight. Duggan couldn't even leave his ship high and stationary from the Ghasts to come to him. The enemy light cruiser could evade detection simply by staying low beneath the swirling gases of the atmosphere. It was now a matter of luck as to when or if Duggan could force another engagement. "How long till they can get their deep vision drives online?" Duggan asked. "I'd only be guessing, Captain," said Lieutenant Bill Breeze. "Their technology works like ours, but not like ours. We made a big hole in their hull. Our sensors suggest we took out 23% of their engine mass. It all depends on how good their ship's core is at rerouting. Hours, days, or weeks, take your pick."